Hi, I'm Bill the Geek, broadcasting live from Mazatlan, Mexico. I'm Bill the Geek, and this is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel. And my goal in life is to share the benefits and the love and joy of living in Mexico. Here we go. I took last weekend off, and I feel very fresh and cushy this morning. We got a bunch of people in the house. We have James and Rena in the house, day 20 in Ajijic. Happy as can be. Jack Webb is in the house. Alan is in Milwaukee in the house. Granny's in the house. Christine Prowse is now in Ecuador. She's going to send us some pictures. Who else is in the house here? Yeah, there you go. If you're in the house, let us know. Feel free to click the like button. I took 3 days off last week. Crapo, Dr. John is in the house. Keith Hanna is in the house from Toronto. I bet it's warm up there. You guys can see flowers and stuff like that. I've got some video clips for you guys this morning. A lot is going on. Oh, wow, there's so much to say. But I tell you what, my life is all about sharing love and joy. And so many people have watched our videos, and they have actually visited or moved to Mexico. And each and every one of them, it's like James and Rena, what he just said, it's like they've been here for 20 days and they're happier than anything. And people call me up. I got a call from New Zealand this week. Americans living in New Zealand, they've been there for 13 years. And they say the place is beautiful, but it's really bumming them out. They say that the government is very repressive. And they talked to me for 3 hours about where they should move to in Mexico. I got a call, and they're moving to Mazatlan. I got another call from Belize. This lady, her name is Maria. She's been calling me for about 2 months. Right now, they're in Ajijic. I got them set up with a place to stay. And it's amazing. This is what I do. And it's like, if this is a job, it's a good job because I don't get any complaints. Everybody that watches our videos and then they come down and they give it a try, they're so happy. These people, everybody that watches these videos and comes down to Puerto Vallarta, Guadalajara, Chapala, Ajijic, Mazatlan, they're all so happy. And that's what life should be all about. And I forgot, I wanted to start the broadcast out again by thanking Robert and Sherry at the Reina del Mar Bed and Breakfast. Without Robert and Sherry and taking their tour 2 times, I don't think I would be here. But I've moved all of my contact links to billthegeek.org. If you go to billthegeek.org and click on FAQs, I've got real estate people in there, but I have the contact information for the Reina del Mar Bed and Breakfast. It's a half a block from the Malecon, a half a block from the beach. They do a great tour, so join them. Oh, Brenda Douglas, hi, Bill. BJ, woohoo, BJ is in the house. Claude is in the house from Houston. William Stoneman, buenos dias. Fred Drake is in the house. Good morning, Fred. Morgan Jones. Megan from Southern Delaware. We've got a bunch of people in the house, and we have a bunch of people. Thank you, William Stoneman, for your contribution to the channel. We can use every dime. We can use every dime because I'm going to show you guys some equipment. Rango C is in the house. My Life House, good morning from Austin, my favorite city in Texas. So something really weird happened this week. And when I took the tour with Robert and Sherry the last time, there was a woman named Nikki. And Nikki lives in the United States. And she called me up this week. She says, hey, I'm taking the tour again. You want to get together for like something, to do something? I said, okay, let's go to breakfast. So I go over to Reina Del Mar, and they're getting ready to leave on a tour. And I walk in, and there's like 12 people in the lobby, and they all say, hi, Bill, it's Bill the Geek, yeah. They all watch my videos. And then me and Nikki, we went to breakfast like just a half a block away, and they have this big window. So we're sitting in the window eating breakfast. And this couple was walking down the street, and they look in the window, and they look like, oh, wow, and they waved, and I said, oh, come on in. And they had been watching my videos. It's a trip. But the great thing about what I do is I just share the joy and love of living in Mexico. It's fabulous. And I haven't run into anybody that has come up to me, and I've been making these videos for a year and a half. No one has come up to me and said, wow, that was really bad advice. Mexico's terrible. It's terrible. I got to get out of here. Not one. All these people come down here, and it's like they're on drugs. They walk around. They're so happy. Oh, yeah, man. So, yeah, come on down. Love to travel. We booked with Rob and Sherry 2 weeks ago. We'll be coming on March 23rd. Okay, a lot has happened in the last couple of weeks. James Maiden in the house. Good morning. Woohoo! Good morning, Brian Maiden in the house. Okay, some really weird stuff happened to me. This is my 5th week in Mazatlan. And about 10 days ago, my credit card got compromised. And I made a $300 purchase on Amazon. Amazon declined my payment, so I called my bank, and I bank with Charles Schwab. They're an excellent bank if you live in Mexico. And so I called them up, and I said, "Hey, can you open up my balance so I can buy this thing?" So the lady at Charles Schwab is looking at my account, and she says, I think that your account has been compromised. And I said, oh, really? She says, we need to send you a new card. I said, well, cool, send me a new card. But what she didn't tell me is that they had to cancel my existing card to send me the new card. And I only had like $50. And it was kind of scary because I wasn't going to get a new card for about 14 days, and I was going to have to live on $50 for 14 days. So I had to call them like 4 times in one day to expedite getting the new card. I got the new card. I got it Monday. But I almost had to contact that girl who lives 2 blocks away. That girl, hey, can I borrow like 5,000 pesos, which is like $250? And that was a very stressful thing. But Charles Schwab overnighted, so to speak, my card, if there is such a thing in Mexico, and they delivered it to my new address with no problems. So, also, I'm going to be talking about some insurance this morning. I'm reviewing my insurance situation, and my insurance renews January 25th. Right now, I pay $1,350 a year. I have a $4,000 deductible. And I was checking around to see if that was a good rate. And so I talked with a lady in Mexico. I think I'm going to interview her because that's all she does is she's an American selling insurance in Mexico. And I said, well, here's the policy that I have. What kind of policies do you have to offer? And she listed 3 companies, but they all started out around $5,000 a year with a $2,000 or $3,000 deductible. And after hearing that, I was feeling pretty good. So I'm going to stay with my person. Also, I have an update on Medicare and emergency Medicare services that you can actually use in Mexico. So I'm going to provide a little bit of information about that this morning. And I think I'm going to do some insurance interviews. I have found an immigration attorney here in Mazatlan, so I want to interview them also. Let's see what's going on. Evencia. I will be in Mexico September 10th. Come on down. Brian Maiden. I had that happen to me over $1,600. Was not much fun. Had to wait 10 days. I tell you what. But I tell you what. The people in Mazatlan, I'm going to tell you that the people in Mazatlan are so loving and sharing. And I went through a lot of stress over the last 14 days, the last time I saw you guys, because I've been changing my addresses for my bank account, for Amazon, for everybody that I have automatic payments with. And then I got the new card, so I had to change payments, the card payment with about 10 different companies. It's been very stressful. So it's like there is a beauty of living in Mexico, but you have to have all of your dots and T's together. Social Security, I had to change my address with Social Security, and I was very surprised. I have a contact, Social Security, for a third of Mexico is controlled out of Guadalajara. So I was really thinking that Social Security would have an office here in Mazatlan, but they don't. Mazatlan Social Security is handled out of Guadalajara. So I emailed Guadalajara, told them I need to change my address because you have to do that. And the next day I get a call from Social Security in the United States, and they said, "Oh, you're changing your address? Okay, we've got it up." And I said, "Wow, you guys got a hold of me like really fast. I'm impressed." That was very surprising. And Rango C, I gotta give you a thank you. Thank you very much for donating to the channel. We use each and every dime to promote the joys of not only living in Mexico, but the joys of life. Because you come down here to Mexico and you're going to have so much fun. And Brian, you're right. When you move, you got a lot of stress. Like, I still don't know quite where I am. I had a problem with my car, and that was a trip. I had to find a mechanic. My sunroof leaks, and you have to unclog the tubes from the sunroof. Okay, that's fine. So I'm trying to find. I go to the manager of this apartment complex. Do you have a mechanic that I can use? So she gives me this guy's name and address. So I got my WAS GPS system going. So I'm in the car. I have no clue where I am, and I'm looking for this address. And I pull over in front of this lady's shop. And I say, "Hey, do you know this company? Do you know where this address is?" It was only half a block away, and she said, "Oh, just leave your car in front of the shop, and it's right down there." And she's Mexican, right? So I go down to see the guy to see if he can help me clear my tubes. And he's a Mexican guy. His place is filled with cars, and he speaks fluent English. He's a Mexican guy. He's speaking fluent, very good English. He cleans my tubes in the sunroof, and he didn't charge me any money. I said, how much do I owe you? He said, nothing, just glad to help. I mean, it's a fabulous experience being here in Mexico. Thank you, Rango C. Okay, Brian Maiden will be here September 1st. That's Brian, that's like 2 weeks away. Now, people, when I didn't go live last week, I got about 30 emails. The first one was from Dr. John, aka Crapple. Bill, you okay? He has my email address, and he commented. He sent me an email. Bill, are you okay? Rochelle, who I don't think is in the house this morning, Christine Prowse emailed me. Bill, are you okay? It's like 30 people. Bill, are you okay? Thank you so much for your love. Thank you. Thanks for caring. And so I gave Dr. John my phone number, so if I ever disappear again, he can just call me up. Rush Shrewsbury, thank you very much for your donation to the channel. Every penny helps the Bill the Geek, the Bill Dallas Lewis channel. Now, I want to share something here. Miguel Mendoza, good folks. People ask me a lot. Okay. I want to share what upcoming videos we have. And I'm reorganizing my workflow because the way I'm going to do this is I show you guys video clips every Saturday. But I don't want you guys to get bored. So if I make a video and put it up like 2 days ago, and then I'm showing clips of the video today, well, for people that watch the video, who wants to watch the live broadcast if they've already seen the video? So Saturday live is going to be like a preview of what's coming up for videos. So I've got some video clips today of a video I'm going to put up today or on Sunday. But this video is about my tech equipment. What equipment does it take to make this thing happen? How does it get connected? All that kind of stuff. And then I'm doing a video on climate. The climate in Ajijic versus the climate in Mazatlan. And Mazatlan's climate is going to be the same as Puerto Vallarta's climate. I'm going to do a video on that because I've had to make a real adjustment to this hot and humid climate. It's totally different than living in Guadalajara, Ajijic, Chapala, totally different. And they both have their pluses and minuses. So I'm going to do a video on that this week. Also, I think on Wednesday, I'm going to go to the Mazatlan Aquarium. I've been there once before, but I had some technical difficulties and the video didn't come out. So anyway, those are videos to come. Let's see. Gene and John. Ola Bill, we are worried. Oh, thank you to Gene and John. Oh, also, George and Betty. George and Betty were in Mazatlan and they contacted me and they say, Bill, you want to get together and have dinner or something like that? And I told them that I was busy. I couldn't come. But the fact of the matter is I didn't have any money. So I could have emailed them back and said, yeah, we can get together as long as you pay for everything. But I felt bad doing that. So I just told them that I was busy. And then Ollie the realtor, and Ollie has just been showing people around left and right. These people, I meet these people. Oh, we're going to spend the day with Allie. We're going to spend the day with Allie. But her and her husband Frazier, they contacted me. I think it was last Friday, not yesterday, but last Friday, and they wanted to get together and go to a disco. And I had to tell them that I was busy. I wanted to go out with them, but I didn't have any money. I would have had to say, oh, yeah, I'd like to get together too, but you're going to have to pay for everything. Okay. So, but anyway, that is what is going on. Granny. Yes, Miguel, my aide here in the States, is from Guadalajara. She has helped make my decision to move so easy. I adore her. She is so kind and compassionate. Good for you, Ganja Granny. Catherine, good morning, everyone from Spokane, Washington. Gene and John just made reservations at Nueva Posada for October for 30 days while we find a perfect place to rent. Okay, a little tip, Gene and John, on Nueva Posada. And if you're coming to Ajijic, and if you want to really enjoy yourself, you want to really consider staying at Nueva Posada. And if you go to buildgeek.org, click on the FAQs link, you'll find all of their contact information. They have a page in English, a page in Spanish. It's a great place. But if you stay there, you want to make sure that you stay on the 3rd floor. They only have 2 floors. 1 floor is the restaurant, 2nd floor is rooms. Then they have the 3rd floor. If you stay on the 3rd floor, then you get a really private balcony with a great view of the lake. And usually at night times, you can hear the waves of the lake. It's beautiful. And their restaurant is fabulous. And you get free breakfast. All you can get is like bacon, eggs, pancakes. They have excellent pancakes, but that's a great place. Thank you, Catherine, for missing me. Manzanillo, going there. So, Brian Maiden, I passed Manzanillo many times. I understand it's a great place. It's like the shipping place in Mexico, and I need to visit there and do a video. Brenda Douglas, BJ here. You looking good. Thank you. When are you going to name your little visitor on the terrace? I'm going to call the iguana. I think I'm just like you guys suggested, Iggy. I think that is what it's going to be. Okay, I've got a little clip here. People call me and they want to know, well, how do you make these videos? Well, I'm in my dining room. You can see the kitchen behind me, but here is what the full setup looks like. You can see my computer there, lights from Amazon, my camera from Amazon. The camera has a special cord that connects to the Mac. And then we have my other light over there. That little red box is like a $200 box that connects the Mac to the microphone. The microphone's like $120, $130. But when you guys see me, and now I'm sitting in the chair in front of the computer. There you go. That is my setup. That's what you can't see. We are now behind the scenes. I try to keep it secret. I bet you guys thought I had a big, giant studio like NBC or something like that. Yeah, you got to get the lighting right, got to get the air conditioning just right, but that's a little behind the scene tip. Okay, Alan, we are going to be staying in Centro Mazatlan, just around the corner from Robert and Sherry's place. They were full when I went there to make reservations. That's a great camping, Alan. That's a great spot. You will surely enjoy it. Oh, also, just a tech tip this week, Apple came out with an announcements that all of their systems have been hacked, and they encourage all Mac users to update your software, whether it's an iPhone, an iPad, an iPod, a laptop, or a desktop, because the way that their system was hacked, they have a group of people on the planet that can get into your computer and do anything, literally anything that they want to do. I updated my desktop, I updated my iPhone, I updated my laptop, I updated my iPad last night. So that a word of wise is sufficient. Okay, so now when I make these broadcasts, I'm using this software program. It's called OBS, and it's free. You can download it for free. It's called OBS, and you can see the mouse moving around. I just as I show you things, you can see I click things, and you see the picture changing up there at the top. There's my intro, and I upload different images every week into OBS. And OBS is free. It's kind of weird setting up. Like there's a picture of my tears. I'm just clicking through the list there. And so the OBS software is connected to this. Now I have OBS collapsed. OBS is collapsed. It's on the left-hand side. So this is what my setup looks like as I'm broadcasting now. I have OBS on the left, and on the right, I have YouTube Studio. The only thing is I'm not streaming, so you can't see the chat box. You can't see the image. But I can see me talking. I've got little lights flashing around. So I connect OBS to YouTube Studio, and all of this takes some time to get done. But this is how I broadcast. And all of this stuff is fairly complicated, but once you get it done one time, then once you get it done one time, then you never have to do it again. After I updated my desktop, I went right into OBS to see if it still worked. Okay, here we go. Gene and John. We just met Robert in Ajijic. What a great guy, full of local info. Robert is like a genius. I think Robert is a millionaire. But looking forward to taking his tour in the future. Be sure to come down here and take Robert's tour. It's fantastic. Dr. John, Crappo, make videos with the free Apple app iMovie. Very basic, but suits my needs for now. What video editing software do you use? Okay, Dr. John, I knew you were going to ask that question. I was putting together all these video clips, and I was thinking, you know what? Dr. John is going to ask me what video editing equipment I use. So what I use here, this is Adobe Premiere. Adobe Premiere can do anything. And you see the timeline down there at the bottom of the screen. It's like a blue line. That is time. You can see two blue bars, a pink bar. The green bar is audio. What you see on the right-hand side in the upper corner is what is going to show up in the video. And you can see my video clips on the left-hand side. And you can preview the video clips, and then you just drag them to the timeline. Yes. So I use Adobe Premiere. I pay Adobe $60 a month, and that way I can use all of their products: Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, Adobe Premiere, the Dreamweaver, and more. Okay, let's see what's going on. Brenda Douglas, BJ, wow. You have a great video setup. Your lights are the bomb. Yeah, cool setup, Bill. Been updating, but had not heard about the Apple leak. Yeah. If you have a Mac, yeah, I just cut my hair last night, so I didn't look too bad, you guys. Yeah. Make sure you update your Apple software. Okay, now for audio, again, I've got this thing. This thing is called Focusrite, and you can see I plug that into the Mac, and the Mac gives Focusrite energy. You don't need any electrical cords. And on the left-hand side, you can see the wire that connects the microphone that I'm talking into. That's like $150 box. And here's the mic that I'm speaking into right now. It comes with the tripod. It has filters. It comes with that special wire that is very long. The tripod is so cool. And that's like a $150 microphone. But you got to sound good if you're going to go live on Saturdays at 10 a.m. Central Time. You can't have crappy video or audio. And then, of course, everybody wants to see this. This is the drone. This is the drone right here. Oh, okay. Okay, Keith, I'm going to answer your question in a second. But there's the drone right there. That's like you can get this drone on Amazon. It's the old drone, but it's in that little thingy, and you just unfold it. There are the wings. Supposedly, I can send this thing out a mile away. But there you go. It's in that little container. Very easy to get around with. Woo, look at it fly. It's flying. Look out, look out, look out. Ah! Oh, yeah, there's the drone. And then it comes with this, batteries. It comes with 3 batteries. I have 4. Each battery costs about $80. And you just stick the battery in there. Each battery is good for about 25 minutes. Yeah, there you go. I love my drone. The remote control for the drone went down, so I just ordered another one from Amazon yesterday, and that cost me like $150. But I love the drone. That's why you guys haven't seen any drone footage in a while, because the drone has a cold. Keith Hanna, Bill, did you answer the question about renting a safety deposit box at banks? No, I didn't. And I still have to look into that. I don't know if they have safety deposit places at banks down here. Beverly asked, or if I apply for temporary residency with my current employment and my Social Security will I be able to get it even though I'm retiring when I move there and will no longer have my employment salary? Okay, Beverly, that's a very good question. Let me think about this. If I apply for residency with my current employment and Social Security, will I be able to get it even though I think your current financial, all they care about is your current financial information. Once you give them your current financial situation and they let you in, they will never ask you for financial updates in the future. Now, I'm thinking, I've had 3 visas. I have a permanent visa now. Then I had a 2-year visa before that. And then I had a 2-year visa before that. The only time they asked me for financial information was when I got my first visa. And at that time, I had to give them 6 months of financial information from my bank. And what was really messed up was my financial statements from the bank were in English. So the Mexican government charged me like $200 to translate it into Spanish. But with a bank like Charles Schwab, before you provide the Mexican government with your bank financial statements, make sure that your bank can provide you with those statements in Spanish. I'm sure they can, especially now. When I got my first visa, that was like 8-9 years ago. But Beverly, I'm thinking your current financial situation is all they want to see. Once you give them that, I don't think they'll want any more information. Big Mike, crapple, yeah, Dr. John, I am a techie. Alan, do you know what they say about guys with small drones? It won't fill up their backpack. Ha, ha, ha. I thought, I thought. Brenda Douglas, BJ, please, Bill, how much is your power bill? Thanks for you sharing with us. You are very animated and funny. Okay, I haven't received my first power bill yet. I was supposed to get my first power bill on the 15th of the month, but I was notified that I won't get the power bill until the 1st of the month. And I'm really, I'm curious to see what's going to happen. In Puerto Vallarta, you pay your electricity bill once every 2 months. In Guadalajara and Chapala, you pay your electricity bill once every 2 months. Here in Mazatlan, you pay your utility bill once a month. And when I was living in Guadalajara, my landlord paid my electricity. And for 2 months, it was 8,000 pesos. That would be $400 for 2 months, $200 a month. But he was paying the electricity, and it was so hot in Puerto Vallarta, I left it on full scale 24 hours a day. Like I would be in my apartment with like hoodies on, looking out the window at the people sweating as they walk down the street. And but here I have 3 air conditioning units. Like I've got a unit right there just for this part of the apartment. There's an air conditioning unit in the bedroom. There's an air conditioning unit in the other bedroom. So what I do is in each room I have these little air conditioning remote controls. And this morning I turned the air conditioner on for 15 minutes, then I turn it off. Then the room is good for like an hour. And then when it starts to feel humid again, I turn the air conditioner on for 5 or 10 minutes, and then it gets cool for like an hour. So that's the methodology that I am using now. But I won't get my first electricity bill until the 1st of this month. And remind me, and I will share with you how much it cost. But the realtors told me that it should only cost me about 1,000 pesos a month, which is like $50 a month. Okay. Let's see what I'm missing. Okay, we got that. Zen Maiden. Beverly, I think it will work out for you. Yep. I'm doing the same thing. Yep, I think you're good. That girl, good one. Camping Allen. Zen Maiden. Thanks for the equipment summary. I did my phone last night. The phone did not prompt me to update. Was there. Waiting for you. Yes, Christine Prowse. Unless it's digital income, I don't think they will count a physical job in the States as qualifying income for temporary residency. I don't know. Big Mike, it cost me 1,800 pesos for 2 months with the air conditioner turned on all of the time. Okay, so 1,800 pesos. Let's just say that's 2,000 pesos. 2,000 pesos is $100. So $100 every 2 months is $50 a month. And Big Mike is saying that he left his air conditioning turned on all of the time. There you go. Okay, that girl, Bill, I kept it cool all day. My first one was 1,300 pesos. That's like $70 for 1 month. I keep it cool all day, and my first one was $70. I will get my bill each month. I was pleased because I run it a lot. That's good to know. That's good to know. Bill, when I applied to study in GDL, that's Guadalajara, all of my documents had to be translated. Yes, notarized and then legalized at the MZ, at the Mexican consulate. A lot of hoops to jump, a real paper chase. Yeah, I tell you, getting anything done in Mexico can be challenging. Okay, now earlier in the broadcast, I said that I was going to mention Medicaid and using Medicaid in Mexico. And Nikki, the woman that I had breakfast with, she lives in Ajijic, but I think she's from Texas or something like that. But she's a nurse, and she knows all about Medicare. Medicare, and Dr. John knows a lot about Medicare also, but she knew about Plan A, Plan B, Plan C, Plan D, and all that kind of stuff. And then I was looking into my health insurance just a couple of days ago, and then because the way my insurance works is, unless I have a heart attack or get COVID and they have to put tubes in my lungs, then I pay a $4,000 deductible and they'll fix me up. And if I'm in the hospital for like 6 months, I'm cool for $4,000. Okay. Now, okay, so I'm paying $1,350 a year. I go to the best hospitals in Mexico. I contacted, and you have to think about private hospitals versus public hospital. You don't want to end up in a public hospital. So I only go to private hospitals. They are excellent hospitals. And my insurance agent this week told me the private hospitals that I am covered in Mazatlan this week. And the best one is only like a half mile away from where I live. And I'm going to go over there and introduce myself, get a checkup so that they know who I am, how my body is. So if I have an emergency, they know how to take care of me. Okay, so I'm paying $1,350 a year. It's like a gamble so that if I have a heart attack or get hit by a car and all my arms and legs are broken, well, okay, then I pay $4,000. Okay, now, I was talking to Nikki and she was telling me that to get Medicare, it's going to cost me $200 a month, plus or minus. $200 a month. Okay, so if I pay Medicare $200 a month, that's like $2,400 a year. That's $1,000 more than I'm paying now. But the difference is, if I have Medicare, then I don't have to pay a deductible. Okay, I go to one of these emergency spots, and there's no deductible. So I'm thinking that, and I asked my insurance agent this week, I said, is there an age limit on health insurance? Like, I knew this woman, and she had a mother. Her mother's Mexican. Her mother is 79 years old, and she can't get health insurance because she's over 70. In Mexico, if you walk into Mexico, and I forget what the age is, but it's either 70 or 75. If you're above those ages, they will not give you health insurance. I have a Mexican insurance company, and my insurance agent told me that as long as I pay every year, you can pay us and have insurance until you die. So I can be 80 years old and still have health insurance in Mexico, going to the best hospitals. Okay, so what I think is, and my premium, it goes up every year. My deductible is going to go up every year. So I'm thinking once my health insurance cost me $200 a month, once I get to $200 a month, then I'm going to switch over to Medicare. Now, Nikki told me that you can get Medicare for free. Just sign up so you're in the system, and that would be Medicare A. Program A, it's free, then you're in the system, and your premium is locked in for the future. Now, I'm talking about this because they have this thing called the Medicare Advantage Plan. It's called the Medicare Advantage Plan, but you can't take advantage of it anywhere, just anywhere in Mexico. There are only a few places that you can use it. They have a medical firm in Ajijic, and I forget the name of the firm right now, but they work with hospitals, and they hook hospitals up with Medicare, so you can use Medicare at these hospitals. But from what I'm hearing is you can only use Medicare, the Advantage Plan, for emergencies. So I emailed them this week. I said, well, do you have any hospitals in Mazatlan? And yes, they have a hospital in Mazatlan, a private hospital where I can use the Medicare Advantage Plan. So I'm kind of good to go. We got 61 people in the house. We got 24 likes. Feel free to click the like button. Let's see what people are talking about over here. Beverly. Will they ask me for a letter from my employer that I will continue to be working? I don't think so. I was self-employed. All they wanted to see was my bank statements. Whatever. Christine Prowse, I have friends who are in Mexico now who finish up their temporary residency. They wanted to go straight to permanent residency, but Mexico doesn't recognize anuidad. I got to learn my English better. They want monthly statements. Very interesting. Beverly asked her, do your research and go back with the closest to the closest Mexican consulate to you. You could also hire the immigration attorney Bill knows and consult with them. Yes, Beverly, go to billthegeek.org, click on FAQs at the top of the page. It's the link on the upper right-hand side. My immigration his name is Alvaro. You will find his email address there. Email him. He will work with you directly. He's going to charge you for you to get your visa. He's going to charge you about 5,000 pesos, which is $250. He's excellent. He's gotten me 2 visas, a 2-year visa. And after I've had 2 2-year visas. And it's a long story why I was getting 2-year visas, but I wanted to get another 2-year visa. And this attorney said, no, you can't do it. I went to Alvaro and he says, yeah, we can get you one. And he got it done. So he got me that 2-year visa and he got me my permanent visa. And many of our subscribers, members of the family, have gone through Alvaro. He's very helpful, very timely, very efficient, and he speaks fluent English. Okay, Big Mike, Bill, your thoughts on in Sabi free healthcare? Ooh, I don't know what that is. Christine Prowse, Bill, I was told by the Blue Angels in Ajijic that you could get health insurance until the age of 70 and 11 months. Okay. Central de Salud. Okay. Rush Shrewsbury. We got 72 people in the house, 30 likes. And many people like to donate to the channel, and but they're watching the replay. So if you go to billthegeek.org, go to the FAQs page and click the big picture at the top that says donate, then you can donate after the broadcast, and that donation button will take you right to PayPal, where you can use PayPal, Visa, MasterCard, or American Express. Okay, let's see what is going on right now. Bill, Russ, important to lock that premium in on Medicare A. Okay, I'll do that. Beverly, thank you, Christine. Okay, yeah. Contact Albaro. Dr. John, crapo. There are some good YouTube channels dedicated to explaining this and the ins and outs of Medicare. At that, I recommend is Medicare School. That has many videos. Thank you, Dr. John. BJ, when I get there, I will transfer my Medicare and choose a private hospital in Mazatlan. Ooh, crapo, Dr. John. Thank you for your donation. Thank you for your donation. Thank you for helping to support the channel. You guys can see all this expensive equipment I have, and it doesn't, people don't just come by and give it to me. So thank you for your donations to the channel. It helps us buy new equipment. My little remote control broke on the drone. I just ordered a new one this week. There's $150, but I love my drone, and I love doing this, and I love getting together with you guys every week, because this is like my family. Who else? I mean, I dropped off the map for almost 2 weeks, and none of my blood family contacted me. My sister didn't contact me. None of my cousins contacted me. None of my aunts and uncles contacted me. But 30 of 40 of you contacted me. And you guys were just coming out and saying, Bill, are you okay? Are you okay? Hey, what? Did you die? Did you get hit by a car? Did the narcos kidnap you? Are they holding you hostage? Yeah, so you guys, so this is my family. You guys are my family. And, it's so nice to see people move down here and they're happy. James and Rena, they said it. If you scroll up and read James and Rena's contacts or their comment, and they've been here for 20 days, and they're just happier than anything moving here from Reno, Nevada, gambling land. Yeah, it's just so happy to share information. So I'm still figuring out stuff. I'm still figuring out stuff like what is where do you take your car to get the oil change? Where's the gas station? That girl and I went to Walmart last Monday. We'll probably go every week because I have a car and we can. And across the street from Walmart is the mall. I showed you guys video clips of the mall across the street from Walmart. And so I still have to, I know where my laundry place is. I need to find a place where I can print documents. I found the DHL place. And I'm very fortunate because all of these places that I need for services are all only like a half mile away or a mile away. Also, Uber. I've used Uber about 6 times since I've been here, and it's so cool. As long as you have the address for where you want to go, You just put in the address where you want to go in your phone, click the button, and these guys show up in 5 out of 6 times. These guys have showed up in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. So you don't need a car in Mazatlan. In Chapala, where we lived in the gated community, I think you needed a car. We had a car. But in Mazatlan, Guadalajara, Puerto Vallarta, you have Uber, and there's this other service called DDs. That's D-I-D-I. I haven't downloaded their app yet, but people that I talk to, Ali, the realtor, uses DD. Catherine, who I interviewed earlier this year, she uses DD, and they say DD is only going to cost you, it's going to be cheaper than Uber. Uber. I'm learning how to say Uber. People email me, say, it's not Uber, it's Uber. You guys would be really surprised the kind of messages that people send me correcting me, and I need all the help that I can get, so thank you very much. Brian Maiden, let's see here. Oh, we got all kinds of stuff out that I'm missing now. BJ, okay. Jack Webb. Jack Webb, I went to an attorney and gave power of attorney to be able to buy a house in our name in our absence. Something to consider if you make a decision on a house and you are back in the States. Well, a power of attorney down here is important for many reasons. Like I need to give someone here power of attorney because if I have a heart attack, I'd say that might be that girl. Okay, it's like if I have a heart attack and I'm in the hospital and I'm unconscious, I got to pay a $4,000 deductible. But if I'm unconscious, how can they contact my bank and get the money? Okay? So power of attorney, you need to have someone with a power of attorney here that can contact your bank and get money, get things done. And we'll be doing a video on that. Big Mike, Social Security increase coming in 2023, 9.6%. Thanks a lot, Big Mike. Brian Maiden, I did my FMM online and printed the forms, but they are in black and white, and received an email from Mexico saying my FMM was registered and I will have problems with the black and white forms. That's good information. Thank you, Brian Maiden. Okay, Big Mike, da-da-da. Joan Felt, we use DD, right on. Big Mike, Uber, not Uber. Big Mike, see what I mean? See what I mean? Terry Don Marshall, Terry Don called me this week. Hey, Terry Don called me to ask me how I was doing. That's funny. May Tomi, good morning from Los Angeles. May Tomi, great to have you in the house. Okay, I got a couple more clips here. Just a couple more clips. Okay. Let's see here. There's my camera. It's the Canon M50. That cost me like $700. And when you guys see me doing my introductions, usually in front of the Malicon or something like that, I'm using these little microphones, and it's called the Rode Wireless Microphone. Those cost me like $120. So it's really cool because you take the little Rode Wireless and you just put it on top of the Canon M50, and then you plug that sucker into the Canon M50, and there's two little thingies. Oh, Bill has to figure out which end to plug in. There you go, Bill. You can figure it out. Figure it out, Bill. Which end do you plug in? So you get that thing. It plugs right into the Canon M50, and then this. What are you doing, Bill? Then you power it on. I think this thing will stay powered for about 2 hours. Now, the great thing, here's a little thing that you clip onto your shirt. And if I clip that little thing onto my shirt, then I can be 70 feet away from the camera, 70 feet away from the camera, and still get awesome audio. And the Canon M50 cost me a lot of money. I think you can find one on Amazon. I got this on Amazon for like, cost me $800. I should have ordered it differently. It would have been $600. But after 2.5 years of shooting these videos, I got the iPhone 8 for the drone, because many Androids won't talk to the drone, but all iPhones talk to the drone. So, and the way that works is, hold on a second. Hold on. Where are we? Droid controller. Here we go. Okay, so there is the controller. That's the thing that makes the drone go up and down. You got your little switchy. That's the thing that's broken that I should have it by next Friday. It's got some little antennas on it. Yep. And there you go. So you pull those little thingies right out, right there. Yep. They're like handles. Spread those dudes wide open. And you can see, then you stick your phone right in there. And then you connect the drone software to your telephone. And as the drone flies, you can see right there in your phone, you can see everything that the drone camera can see. And you guys have seen my drone videos. The drone videos are 4K. I mean, it's awesome. It's like Steven Spielberg stuff. But after walking around and using the iPhone 8, and that's an old version, that's like 5 versions back. The iPhone 8 frequently, and there's a button you can push in your iPhone and take it up to 4K quality. And I have found that the iPhone video and still images for me work just as good as the $600 camera from Canon. So if you're thinking about making videos, and if you're thinking about, I need a really expensive camera, screw that. Just use your cell phone. Screw that. Use your cell phone. Okay, Alan, I went to school in North Carolina. I need all the help I can get always. Okay. Boss Text Art. Hey, Bill, Brian Maiden. Wow, cool equipment. I can see why it is so expensive. My equipment is expensive, but I tell you what, it does the job. And I'm looking over here. Yeah, okay, I'm good. Let's see. We're going to hang in there for a couple of more minutes. We got 58 people in the house, 36 likes. Feel free to click that like button. Feel free to donate before we run out of time. Click that donate button. Okay, now let's see. Good to see you back online live. I was worried about you since you weren't on last Saturday. Yeah, I was tired, man. I needed to take 3 days off. I didn't turn the computer on for 3 days, which is total. I mean, I checked email through my iPhone, but I didn't even touch the computer. I was wiped out. Zen Maiden. They will count U.S. remote income as work, and it's totally fine. Okay, yeah. When I got my first visa, I was self-employed, and I had to show them my bank account because people would pay me online to the bank, and they could see the steady money coming in through my bank account. And also, I had a very steady income of payments through PayPal. So I gave them my bank account info and my PayPal account info, and they were totally good with that. Alan, thank you very much for showing us your audio video production equipment. Very happy to do it. One more thing. It's pronounced Waze. Okay, Waze, not Waz. Thank you very much. Waze. And Waze is my GPS system. Every time I get in the car down here, I use Waze. But I tell you what, I drive to Oxo every day, and it's only two long blocks. I could walk there, take me 15 minutes to walk there, 15 minutes to get back, but it is hot as hell down here. So I just get in the car and drive. But when I go into town, I just get Uber, not Uber, I get Uber. Christine Prowse, Beverly Asper, where I lived, it was a 2-day drive to the closest Mexican embassy. Not convenient. Then last January, Mexico raised the minimum financial 22%. That made it out of my reach. Crapo. Is that an Audio Technica mic? I use Blue Yeti, USB mic. No audio interface needed to connect to the iPad. Okay, let's see here. I can just look here. Audio Tech. Yeah, this mic is an Audio Technica. Audio Technica. It's expensive, but it does a great job. BJ, fantastic info about your video setup. Wow, you are the best, Bill. And one thing that I didn't say is I'm a Photoshop expert. I have 300 books on Amazon. I made all of the covers in Photoshop. They look so professional. In Photoshop, I can make anything look real. And I've been using Photoshop since 1993. Okay, Bill, Uber. Thank you, Big Mike. Thank you very much. Okay, you guys, I'm Bill the Geek, and I'm trying to think out. Let me look at my list. James and Rena, please send me some pictures. I'm looking at my list. Let's see now. Health insurance. Challenges of moving, changing address, next videos coming up, my equipment, Mazatlan Aquarium. So my plan is, I'm thinking I'm gonna do some videos. I'm waiting on some more drone equipment to show up from Amazon. So I may not, and I'm going to go to the Mazatlan Aquarium. That takes care of a week or two of videos. So that's 2 weeks. So this is August. I'm thinking probably around mid-September. Yeah, probably around mid-September. I think I'm going to be ready to hit the road again. On the road again. So I'm going to start with beach towns near Mazatlan that I can drive to in maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I don't know where they are, but like in Puerto Vallarta, you have Sayulita, you have San Panchos, and those places are only 13 miles away from Puerto Vallarta, and they're great places, and there must be places like that near Mazatlan. So make a couple of short trips like that, and then it's time to start taking the big trips, places that are like 400 miles away from here, where I'll take the bus, go there, spend 2 or 3 nights at a hotel, get a guide to show me around, and then we can really start to expand what you guys are seeing on the channel. So, but I've only been here for 5 weeks. I'm getting my feet in the dirt. I want to go to San Miguel Allende. There's a place, people ask me, have you been to Madeira? There's so many wonderful places in Mexico to visit. BJ, thank you very much. Alan, thank you very much for awesome live chat. 2 weeks to Mazatlan. Come on down, Alan. Christine Prowse. Have a great week, everyone. 75 is the highest temp I've seen down here. High of 40s at night. Photoshop, love it. Zen Maiden, yes, they do ask for employment letter. Ooh, that's interesting. Alan Prowse. Okay, you guys. Feel free. Tim Olson. Thanks, Bill. Missed you last week. Thank you very much, Tim Olson. And Tim Olson, wherever you go, you drive safe. That girl on the way out. And this is Bill the Geek. I'm Bill Dallas Lewis. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel. And we will see. Ken Hanna, Bill, future trot for all of us that are going to stay in Mexico, all funeral services and cemetery plots. Okay, Keith, that's a good one. My health insurance agent sells death insurance. So just a month ago, I paid her like $150 a year. It's 300 pesos. 300 pesos, that's like $15. I think it was some ridiculously low rate. But if I die, I can be buried or cremated, and I don't pay any money. I forget what I paid her. Let's say I paid her 1,000 pesos. I don't think it was that high. And it goes up substantially as you get older. It goes up every year. But again, that's where power of attorney comes in, because you have to have, once you die, somebody has to know where to take that paperwork so you can die for free. And also, Keith, we had a neighbor in Chapala. She was 85, and she was buying her funeral stuff. And to have the complete funeral with a casket and all that good stuff was going to cost her 70,000 pesos. She called the funeral people, and the funeral people came out, it's going to cost you 70,000 pesos. That's $3,500. Maybe in the United States, that's not too much money. But nothing costs $3,500 in Mexico, except maybe for a couple of pounds of cocaine. I wouldn't know. All right. Okay, you guys. So I'm Bill the Geek, broadcasting live from Mazatlan, Mexico. Love you all. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for your love and your comments and your questions. But I'm out of here. It's Saturday. It's time to enjoy the weekend. Love you all. See you next Saturday.